It's Kate from the Literary Apothecary, and welcome back to another episode of Bibliotherapy Sunday. So today we're going to talk about being broke, and that is in the monetary sense, the financial sense. I've got a big surgery coming up next month, and my bank account keeps dwindling with all these appointments and all this stuff I need for surgery. So I thought today would be a great time to talk about the ailment of being broke, because a lot of us are dealing with this right now. So I've got 3 really great recommendations here from the novel Cure, and I'm just going to get into talking about them because I'm so excited to talk about them. First up is one of my favorite classics of all time, and that is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. So in The Great Gatsby, we have Gatsby who puts on this facade of being very wealthy and putting on these very elaborate parties, and the whole point of The Great Gatsby is that he has this lost love that he's been trying to find basically his entire life, and everything that you see about Gatsby is a facade, and really on the inside he's broke, both financially and heartbroken, and it's just about putting on that facade and appearing to be financially stable. The next recommendation that I have is Money by Martin Amis, and this is actually one of Time Magazine's 100 Best English Language Novels from the years of 1923 to 2005. This was published in 1984, and it's about the story of John Self and his insatiable appetite for money, alcohol, fast food, drugs, pornography, and more. Just about anything that you would spend money on, all of those guilty pleasures that people talk about. And Money, the book, is ceaselessly inventive and thrillingly savage, a tale of life lived without restraint of money and the disasters it can precipitate. And then our third recommendation we have is Young Crying Hearts by Richard Yates, which was also published in 1984. In this book, we have Michael Davenport, who is a minor poet and an intense, ambitious young man, just old enough to have served in the U.S. Air Force at the tail end of World War II. And every failure he suffers in his efforts to become established as a professional writer weighs heavily against the uneasy knowledge that his wife, Lucy, has an untapped private fortune amounting to millions of dollars that she's inherited from her family. So the novel Cure says, as far as for being broke, the cure comes in 3 parts. First, read Money by Martin Amis to remind yourself of the horrible ways in which money can taint and corrupt. Then, read Young Hearts Crying by Richard Yates to see how an inherited fortune can obscure the path to a life of purpose and a sense of self-worth. And then finally, return to my favorite, The Great Gatsby, and do what James Gatz should have done. Inhabit and accept your impoverished self, and find someone who can love you as you are instead of trying to become someone different. Just accept who you are in your state and what you're in now. So those are the recommendations for being broke. This comes from the novel Cure, which you guys hear me talk about all the time. It's one of my favorite reference books. It has so many great recommendations. Let me know in the comments below what ailments you want me to cover going forward in videos. I love getting recommendations from you guys because it's so fun to see what you want to see me talk about in these videos. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I have a new video coming out. As always, my Patreon and my Discord information will be in the description below. Consider coming to join my Patreon. It's only $1 a month, and we have a ton of fun there. And keep reading, and I love you all to the moon and back. Bye.